Alright guys, how you going? I hope you're doing well. It's a glorious day out here, nice and blue skies, beautiful weather, beautiful conditions, and I'm super excited. I've been waiting a long time for this, and most of you know that most of my fishing channel is kayak based. I had a little dragon kayak for a little while there, and it was a great kayak. I had so many memories in it, so many fish, so many little opportunities and stuff, and it was a great kayak. But it was time to move it on because it did have a few little flaws, and that's okay, and I was ready to upgrade and take my fishing to the next level. So I got another vessel, and as you can see by the title and stuff, you obviously know what it is. But let's get into it, and I'll show you all the little features and little cool things about it that I really like, and I'm super excited to see how we go. And then we're going to test it out in the little creek behind us, so let's go have a look. So there she is in all her beauty. So we got a FeelFree Lure 10, and this is the V2, so a little different to the version 1. There's a few extra things that they've put in there that's similar to the 11.5 and 13.5, I believe, sizes that they have. So let's just run through all these features before we chuck it on the water and go from end to end. So what I really like about the kayak here is this molded handle, nice and big, nice and comfortable, so you can lift your kayak. That's really cool. Got this nice massive hatch, a good use of the space. So it's got these little locks on them. There you go, up, and you can get right into the hole there, and you can put whatever you want, life jackets, ropes, anchors, whatever you want in there. Really good use of the space. I'll definitely be using that. Lock that up. Moving further back, we've got a little thing called a sonar pod in the middle here, and it's just a little sonar pod that you can remove, and you've got access down to the bottom there. So these little sonar pods are great. It's got little spots in there where you can run wires through, and you can run a transducer on the bottom, and you've got access to it in the middle, but I'll show you that on the water as well. I'll definitely be using this space, that's for sure, and this is really cool to be able to have access to the bottom there, into the water. We've got some feet rest as well as some rudder pedals as well, and that's something I've never had on a kayak before, and I'm really excited to see how it goes, because I never really had a rudder before, and yeah, it should be really good, kind of help me with steering and stuff like that. Got some of these rail mounts as well. These are really good to put, you know, your ram mounts or rail blazer sort of attachments. And what I'll probably be doing is probably putting something like a fish finder or camera mounts, that sort of thing on there. They'll be really good. They're one on either side. You've got a paddle leash here as well, so these little hooks in here, you can put a little paddle in. So it's got these little paddle leashes on this side as well that I've got my FeelFree paddle in as well, so it's the one to match. I had to get the one to match, that's for sure. And two-piece, so really nice 2.4 meter sort of paddle. We're going to see how that goes. As I said before, another ram mount on this side. And this is one of the features that I really liked, is this nice big seat here. So this is called the gravity seat by FeelFree, and yeah, it's really awesome. I'm going to show you on the water how this works, but look how comfy it looks. I had those little flimsy little back rests in my previous kayak and stuff, and it's not bad, but if you're in the water for, you know, 5-6 hours, your back starts to kill. So hopefully something like this is going to help and kind of keep me raised and elevated, and another reason why I got it. A couple of little rod holders in here, again, probably put rods in there, might even put some camera mounts through there as well. Got some little leashes there as well that you can attach your rods to, so they don't go in the drink. That's really cool. Got one on either side. Got this strap to tie your gear in, like batteries and stuff like that as well. A really good use of the space as well, really wide. Then we got the rudder and the handle at the back. So this is a beaver tail from FeelFree, and when you deploy it, I'll show you on the water, it goes down, and then obviously it allows you to steer. And you can see there with the movement of the little rudder steering system, it'll keep it nice and straight. One other feature of this back end here as well is you can't actually see it, but I'll lift it up. It's actually a wheel in the keel under there somewhere, so that's going to make transport super easy. I'll lift it up and show you. I hope you can see it under there. There you go. It's a little wheel in there. Really nice. Really sleek. So that's a basic rundown of all the major features on this little kayak, and I'm super excited to test it out and push it to its limits. So we'll see how we go. Let's get a rod and let's go take it for a test spin. Alright, let's go. Got my life jacket on. Safety is priority here, even if it's still water. Let's go. Not gonna lie, fan of that wheel, that's for sure. All right, we are in. So set the paddle and push it out a little bit. Oh yeah, I like this. Really nice. Oh, I haven't been able to bend my knees like this in a kayak for a long time. Oh, it's really, really nice. Really, really wide too, eh? Like, look at all this space that I've got below me here as well. Just bought a rod. Not expected to catch anything today, but we're just gonna pluck a few casts in around these snags and stuff and show you why I really actually got this kayak. First impression's really nice, really smooth in the water. Let's deploy that rudder. So, yeah, it's gonna take a bit of getting used to, but I've got that rudder down now. So, they've got this little cleat on the side here with a little ball. And basically you just pull that one out and feed it back in, and then the rudder deploys and you can pull it back up and lock it in place. Really, really nice having that nice and close to you. So when you're in shallow water, you can just pull that one out. And then, yeah, when you're in deeper water, you can deploy it, or if you're in a bit of current. So it's gonna get me a bit of getting used to the old rudder, but I really, really like that, that's for sure. Other features, obviously you got that sonar pod that I said here. So you've got heaps of storage right at your feet. You can put heaps of stuff in there if you want. Sounder, battery, whatever you want in there for a little sounder. So that's really, really cool. I really, really like that. But the main thing that I'm really, really excited about here as well is the gravity seat that I was explaining before. So the seat that I'm sitting on here, it's actually got a couple of levels that you can raise yourself up onto. So let me just show you. So well, we've got a nice crutch angle right there. But basically you just pull this up and the seat goes up, as you can see. So now I'm raised up and you can see all that sort of space underneath me as well, and you can obviously deploy it down the other way. So look at that, I'm much higher off the ground now in this yak, and oh my god, this is really, really cool. A little bit tippy when you're paddling and stuff, but if you had an electric motor or something like that, you'd be pretty stable. Real nice. Really, really nice. But there was a reason why I chose this kayak and decided to go with this sort of gravity seat as opposed to a pedal kayak or anything like that. It's for this reason right here. So got a nice sort of snag up in front of me, a little lure on here. This is what I wanted this seat for skipping in under structure and snags, skipping little plastics and lures and stuff right into the structure. And if you've got a little bit of an advantage point, a little bit more height, it makes that a lot more easier, a lot more range of motion. Oh, big snag. Bit of range of motion, and I can get right up into those snags. Not saying I couldn't before, but this angle, and you can look right in there. It's one of my favorite ways to catch fish, is skipping little lightly weighted plastics and little lures and stuff, surface, hard bodies, you name it, into these structures. So really, really cool little option, and I really like this height of this kayak, that's for sure. And plenty of space in this front hatch, eh? Plenty of space up the front, which I really, really like. Really, really enjoying this. This is going to be an absolute game changer for me. Yeah, really, really liking this sort of setup, and you're going to see a lot more of this kayak, I think. Oh, and this seat is so good on my back. So comfy. Oh, this rudder makes such a big difference, eh? Never had a kayak with a rudder before. This beaver tail's really nice. Next test we've got is the stability test. So obviously a really, really wide beam, but I've seen people stand in it. This is why the life jacket comes in handy. We're going to test its stability. Very, very nice. Look at it. Oh my. I can go right up the front with it. See if I can turn around. Easily. Easily. Obviously these conditions, it's super still and everything like that. But these are the perfect conditions to kind of test these kayaks out in. Let's see if I can stand up and paddle, hey? Let's have a look. Easily. Oh, easily. Oh, this is going to be really nice. You can see if you really want to, I can turn all the way around. Cast behind me as well with this kayak. It's a 360 degree angle, which is really, really cool. Stoked. Stoked is an understatement with this little kayak. Super, super happy. Forgot to mention these gravity seats have a bunch of storage on the side here. You can see there, little pouch on either side. And then the side here as well is a little slot for lures and stuff or whatever. I'm pretty sure there's some storage on the back as well. So really, really cool. Really, really good use of the space, that's for sure. I love this deck though. This deck's going to be really nice. Just have to keep it nice and clean and not muddy. Probably don't come to a muddy spot for your first trial of the yak. Alright guys, that'll end that video there. What a little test run. I'm super, super in love with this kayak. Yeah, there she is in the background, just drying up and stuff. I'm super, super excited to see how this kayak goes and all the little mods and stuff like that I'm gonna put on it. Definitely something like a trolley motor of some sort, a power pole maybe. We'll see how we go. All in all, I'm super, super impressed with this kayak. Yes, it's a bit heavier than what I'm normally used to. This little kayak up the top there, I don't know if you can see. Got that one as well. That's like my skinny pool sort of fishing and stuff like that. So jumping in and around pools, dragging over rocks and stuff, not really worrying about it. Whereas the other one I'll take a lot more care of. So I really appreciate you guys hanging around. Give it a like, comment down below if you've got anything for me. If you want to see any more mods on the FeelFree kayak or you got any suggestions for me, let me know in the comment section below. I'll take in a lot of feedback from you guys. The last sort of canoe mods and stuff like that I did. And yeah, it's been really, really game changing. So I hope I can get the same out of this kayak. I think you're going to see a lot more of it. I'm excited for the warmer weather to come, all the jacks and stuff like that. And I'm super, super excited to get into the skinny creeks and stuff like that with that kayak. So yeah, again, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one.